So your girl got her credit card. Alright, so hey y'all, welcome back to another video. I'm so sorry that I am late. Okay, I had to work today. Basically, I am a working woman.
Okay.
I'm trying to fit YouTube and work into my schedule, so y'all gotta bear with me. We are going to be talking about credit. For most of you becoming young adults nowadays, you feel what I'm saying? I am 18, I graduated last year. I know that there is people graduating this year and that are becoming young adults as of right now. And I want to help you on something that a lot of us is going to be lost on when we get to this point in our life, building credit. Like, wow! I wish they taught us this in school because of the main fact that this should have fell right in the category with financial and lit, because they was over here teaching us about taxes, how to fill out a whole check and etc. And I'm just like, okay, so now I'm out of school and I'm learning about credit, and there's still things that I'm learning about credit, and then I'm just like, okay, why didn't we learn this in financial lit? Like, why didn't we learn this at school, period? So your girl got her credit card, I think, a couple of days ago. I believe it was either Monday or Tuesday, either or, but your girl got her credit card. Okay, she got her credit card. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I got my credit card. Basically what I did was, what you guys need to make sure you have a good job with good income coming in, because when you file for it, they're going to be asking you what is your whole gross pay or something like that before taxes is taken out, and it's going to have to be a good amount or they're not going to give you the credit card most of the time, even if you do that. Because I went through a whole process where first I did it with my bank and then I got denied, and then I tried it with another bank called Discover It, well, not another bank but a credit card company, Discover It, and they denied me as well. And it was just a whole bunch of question marks of why am I getting denied. And then I actually found out with my bank that I mistakenly answered the question wrong for my income. That's why you need to make sure you have a good going steady job, and to basically just put the right information on your application, because yes, you might mess up and you'll be able to fill it out again, but it's good to try to get everything right on the first try. Also guys, whatever information you get in the envelope when you get your credit card, do not throw it away. Keep it, because in the long run, that information that you received or any bank information you received in the mail, you could need that. You could need that in the long run, so don't.
Really, nigga?
Don't throw it away. Keep it, and just make sure that you put that in a really, really safe place, because you do not want to lose it. Trust me. Okay, so what I filed for was a secured credit card. There is credit cards out there that is unsecured and secured. For new credit building owners, get a secured credit card, like file for one. Do not file for an unsecured credit card, because more than most likely, since you are just now trying to build credit and you have no credit history, they're not going to accept you for an unsecured credit card. Why? Because an unsecured credit card is a credit card where the bank puts money on that card for whatever credit limit you want. Like, let's say if you want a $500 cash limit on your credit card, the bank will be transferring $500 onto that credit card since you filed for an unsecured credit card. Now, a secured credit card is where you are filing for whatever, cash limit you want on the credit card, but instead of the bank putting money on that card, you are getting your money transferred from out of your savings account onto your credit card. And you're just basically going to be following the same principles with the unsecured credit card, and it's just paying back whatever amount you use off of the credit card back in full, or just the minimum amount. That's why, it's better for you to file for a secure credit card rather than trying to file for an unsecured credit card, because you got no credit and the bank hasn't proven you responsible enough to do it yet. So being able to build your credit and learn the whole process and ways of basically building credit with a secured credit card, you're much more better to do so than an unsecured credit card. I think your luck is just going to be much more better with a secured credit card. Plus, the card that I have, a secured credit card, the one that I read up on before I filed for it, it said that it will check my account or my progress 6 months later to see if I am going to be eligible enough to get updated to a unsecured credit card. So that is why it's better for you to file for a secured credit card, because doing that, you'll be able to get your account all looked at to see if you're eligible enough to upgrade to a secured credit card. What it had on my application, it was asking me, of course, my first, my last name. I think it also asked me my middle name, I'm not sure. But then it also asked me if I'm working for like a public employer, private employer, like etc. I clicked private employer because the person I'm working for, this is his own company. It's not like McDonald's or Giant or Walmart. Like, those are public employers. So yeah, that's why I clicked private employer. So whatever applies to you, you click it. So then, of course, ask you for your address. I went on my bank app because I have, of course, a bank with Navy Federal. I downloaded the app so I can keep track of all my transactions and my money going in and stuff like that. So if you have your bank app, I went to where it had like the 3 little dots. I don't know if your bank app is set up the same way, but somewhere where it says more with the 3 little dots, it should pop up somewhere where it will pop up your name, your bank information. If you need to change that, it should be like in that area where it should say my applications. That's what mine said, but I don't know, just somewhere in that bracket where it will ask or say applications. And then of course when you go into applications, credit card or car loan or personal loan or whatever like that should pop up. So of course I click credit card because that's what we're filing for, guys. So you click credit card. Again, I don't know if your app is set up the same way like mine, but it should show you different varieties of credit cards that you want to choose from. Make sure you read,
carefully
of what credit card you want before you just go and click and be like, oh, this credit card looks good based off of the picture. Click it, read it, actually go through it and read it, because you don't want to get hooked up with a credit card and then they just basically feed you information about what you want to hear, and then deep down the line where you didn't read it says a whole bunch of stuff that's going to get you caught up in the end because you didn't read your credit card application that you're filing for properly. So read, ladies, read. I know y'all don't like reading a whole bunch of that stuff where it'll pop up agree or disagree. I know y'all don't like going through the whole thing and reading it, but no, filing for something like this, you need to go through and read it, okay? You don't want to set yourself up for failure. But basically, yeah, it should ask you for your first, your middle name, your last name, your address that is with your bank account. It should be, of course, like I said before, asking you about what your employer is, public employer, private employer, etc., or unemployed. I don't know if they're going to give you a credit card if you're unemployed. Just make sure you're employed, please, ladies. And please, men, please, just get a job. We need to work. We need to prove that our generation can actually progress and be better, because our generation is going downhill. And I'm disappointed. I am very disappointed. But back to what I was saying, then, of course, how much income you get coming in before they deduct your tax. But after they ask you for your income, they'll possibly, if your app is like this, once they see what income you have coming in before you get taxes deducted out of it, it should add it up basically how much you should be getting monthly or whatever. So you probably shouldn't have to fill that monthly part in, just how much you get before they deduct tax. I don't know. It did that for me. I don't know if it would do it for you on your bank app. So after they ask you about your income, they're going to ask you if you're renting a house or if you own a house. I clicked unresponsible for housing because I don't pay for rent or none of that right now. So if you are, of course, click renting. And I think that is really around like the last question of what they will ask you after that. But I answered a pretty good few of the questions that should be on there and what you will be filling out. Plus, it's a matter of common sense, if you feel what I'm saying. I'm just like trying to give y'all the gist of what you're going to be seeing when you're going and filing for an application. Also, do not get disappointed if you get denied, because I was very frustrated at first, and you got to understand that you have no credit history at all. If you are just trying to start, you have no credit history. So more than most likely shouldn't really deny you, but they might. So if they do, don't get disappointed. Try again. also, when you get your credit card, this is really the most important part that I want to discuss. Whatever credit card limit you get, like if you get a 500 credit card limit, a 200 credit card limit, etc., do not splurge it, please. Do not think, oh, this is like my new bank card, bankrupt.
Yeah, get into it.
No, do not splurge it. At least keep a good amount, like a good 100 or a couple of hundreds. Don't spend the whole thing, because that's what they're going to be looking for you to do, for real. You young and dumb. Okay, you young and dumb. I'm going to be honest. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. You young and dumb. They're going to think that you're going to just get the card and just be really careless with it. No, you got to be actually responsible with it, as if you're treating it like something that you really care about, because that is basically your life being built up on that little small plastic card. Okay, that is basically going to be determined if you are going to be able to be looking at as a responsible person when it comes to purchasing a car or getting a house. Keep a good amount that is close to the amount that you put on the card. Keep it to that amount. Don't spend all of it, or don't even get near to spending all of it, because I'm just now learning, as like I've been using my credit card. When I spend something, I can't like instantly repay what I used the same day. It's going to take, I think, 2 business days or 3 business days for it to stop pending and to actually go through, to pop up on your current balance that, okay, I need to pay this back. So once that does pop up on your bank app, pay that amount back in full or the minimum. But the best thing to do is to pay it back in full. Why? Because no interest, baby girl. And when that due date comes around to pay off your credit card, you won't have nothing to pay off because you paid the full amount off already. So basically, you would just keep on going until you spend more money on that card, until you need to just basically put money back into the credit card account. Period. Just basically, if you keep just paying back full very early before your due date comes, it will really show that you are actually responsible, and that will actually, for real, help your credit score grow. And at the same time, you got no interest. You're not going to be in debt. Period. So just make sure you really pay attention to what you're putting your money towards with your credit card, especially, and how much you're spending. Try not to go crazy with it. Try to stay in a budget. Budget yourself, okay? Budget as if you are going shopping, and you know that if you go shopping, you're going to spend your money on every damn thing. No. Today you are budgeting. Budget your bank card. But yeah, I just wanted to get that all out of the way. But I also, like I said on my channel, it's gonna be unfiltered. We're gonna be talking about some real stuff. Y'all on my journey. Y'all following my journey with me. And this is basically my first step into really adulting, because I got a credit card. So since I got a credit card, we all getting a credit card, okay? But we gonna do this the right way. Period. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, so I can see y'all all the time. You feel me? And if you guys have any questions about anything, please don't be scared to comment, because I will immediately answer your question, and I will fill you in on whatever information I can help you on with. And I better see y'all in the next video. Y'all better have subscribed. Did you subscribe? Did I hear that bell? Did y'all put on notifications? Okay, I see you. Bye-bye.